Hello there, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to be diving into the energy so as to pick up the messages for you for the month of November. November to remember. What is it that this November is calling you to really focus on at this time? Yeah. So we're going to dive deep into it as the plane pass. Just let me allow that plane to pass there. The energies for you is an energy of going back into a frequency that is totally calm, that is totally balanced. I know I use the word balance a lot, but there is life is about balance. Yeah. This is the energy I'm getting for you here. I'm going to be getting a card from this deck here. I do hope all is well with you and yours. I beg your pardon. Thank you so much for being here. It keeps it real here. Thank you so much for being here. Your time spent with me is greatly appreciated and it's definitely not taken for granted. So let's dive into the energy. Let's get a card from here. It's an energy of being just cool, just going back into that vibration of calmness. What is it going to call for you to go back into that frequency if you're not in that frequency at that time? And what other messages are there for my beautiful divine Cancer for the month of November? Yeah, so let's get that card here for Cancer Spirit. Okay. All right. It's not personal. It is not personal. So there's an energy coming out here. So number 25 that can be very significant to you. There is something that you might be making a mountain out of a mole. You might be exaggerating a circumstance. Yeah, you might making much out of something that the spirits are calling you. It's not necessary at this time, because you taking something and allowing it to blow out of proportion might be within your mind. It's not causing you for you to be in a very calm and cool energy. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. So you're called to come into the realization, if it has to do with a person who might have not treated you or not is not operating in an energy that is very kind at this time, it is for you to come into the realization this person might have been going through a situation for themselves, and it's for you to not to take it personal. Also, I'm getting generally as life continue to unfold for you, it's for you to not to swim upstream. It's for you to not to take things to heart, because you need to really protect your energy. You need to protect yourself at this time here. And this is the energy I'm getting for you here, Cancer, as it relates to protecting your energy and to be remain calm and collective at this time for November. Why is this important? It's a number 27. 7 is a very spiritual number here. We have the moon, your energy coming out. So something might be a bit, you might be not too clear about a particular situation. And because you're not clear about this, you might be blowing something out of proportion. It's like me when I was younger. When you're younger, you do some, you're mischievous and you do something wrong, and you might feel that your parent is going to reprimand you. Back in Caribbean, even today, we, reprimand you very strongly, and you have that fear. And it so happens that when your parents come around and they realize what you did, they just it's like it wasn't nothing, but you were there, Cancer, worrying about the repercussions, worrying about what is it the parents is going to do, how they're gonna really reprimand you, and you were there worrying, and it really caused for you to be in a negative vibration and frequency. This is what they're calling you to do at this time, or bring it to your understanding and overstanding. Do not worry about something that you might feel as if it is loom and doom and the best is not going to be coming of it. is for you to not to take this personal. That is the next example that I'm getting. There is something that you're not sure about here as well, with this moon being here. Yeah, you might feel a bit overwhelmed. You might feel a little bit overwhelmed, like things are very, you're under a lot of pressure. That's what I'm getting. Coming on the fence is the Nine of Pentacles. You're under a lot of pressure. I'm feeling like you're going to move out of whatever uncertainties that you might be going through, and this uncertainty is going to afford for you to practice blind faith and for you to trust the process here, because you not taking a situation or a circumstance personal is going to afford for you to move in ease, and this ease is going to also by extension bring into you what it is that you want effortlessly, whether it has to be with resources, whether it has to do with relationship. An energy of harvest is here. Is it I don't remember the super moon coming in for the full moon. I think it's on the 5th. I'm not too sure what energy. Some of you dealing with a love relationship, the lovers in reverse. What energy this moon is about. I'm not too sure if it's a harvest. I think it's a harvest moon. Correct me if I'm wrong here in the comments. But there's a harvest coming in. You might be calling as well to let go of a person. It might be not necessarily a person, but a place, a dynamics that is not in alignment here with you. You have the lovers here in reverse. That is not truthful to your forward movement. Sometimes, you're called to let go of certain things or persons so as for you to evolve, so as for you to grow, because this has allowed for you to, whatever it is that you might be holding on, it is allowing your emotions to be off. It's allowing for you to take things personal here with the King of Cups in reverse. It's an emotional situation that is not truthful, and you're called to let go of this here. This not necessarily with the lovers being in reverse. It's not necessarily speaking about a person. It could be speaking about something that you might holding on to, might be a belief system that, or a thought process that you might have held on to, that always have you in a position of taking things personal, and your emotions are all over the place. You have the moon here that also deals with emotions. Yeah, so it's an energy that is calling for you at this time, and the need for you to balance your emotions out here. What do we have here for the moon for Cancer for November? Why is the moon here? Why is the moon here? We have the Knight of Pentacles. I'm feeling a need for really, what is it that you're focusing on? This is a question you're going to ask yourself, that it behooves you at this time to ask yourself, Cancer. What is it I'm focusing on? Is it really serving my highest and greatest good? Is it really catapulting me into the direction of this harvest that wants to come in here? The Knight of Pentacles might be that you're focusing on the negative. You're focusing on negativity instead of positive aspect of life. You're focusing on the cons instead of the pros. You have Justice coming in. One more card, please, for the moon. So you have the Knight of Pentacles to the Justice, to the Wheel. So it's a cycle. I'm feeling like there is a, to the Wheel. I said the Wheel. It is the World. So your Wheel of Fortune is coming in. Some fortune is coming in, and the cycle is going to be breaking, surrounding some sort of a fortune. It's not necessarily speaking about some of you as it relates to money, because some of you already in this abundance of this harvesting of money and resources. It could mean that a balance coming in, an ending of a cycle as it relates to your family dynamics, or it could be an ending of a cycle as it relates to some love relationship with the lovers being in reverse, with the Three of Swords being here in the upright. So balance for some of you is coming in as it relates to a relationship or something that is surrounding a relationship that you're asked at this time to not to take it personal. It is not personal. Say for instance, someone cheats on you. This is what they're showing me. It's their loss. It's not your loss. You see what I'm saying here, Cancer? It is their loss. Yeah, so balance is coming in. You're putting the necessary work in order for you to go back into an energy of where things are going to be moving back into a sort of a seamless energy where doors are going to be open, opportunities are going to pop up, and it's for you to take them, because there's an energy also I'm getting that you're moving back into a period of time, a phase of life where there's some harvest coming in here. Nine of Pentacles. Thank you. Why is Nine of Pentacles here? Yeah. Three of Wands coming on the fence. I'm led to take it in the upright. This is where all this it that you have worked towards is now coming in. Might be your ship was kind of delayed. Something was delayed, but it is coming in for you right now. You're moving back into clarity. You're moving, you're coming coming out of whatever pressure that you might be in or under here into some sort of a moving in an energy now and a frequency that is very progressive. You have Judgment here in reverse. And you have the Six of Wands. Okay, the Six of Wands here. So Judgment being in reverse with the Three of Wands to the Six of Wands. You're going to be put back where you belong. Yeah? There might have been, as I said, some stagnation, some delays. Yeah? You're going to be placed back where you belong here. There was some uncertainties. There were some emotions all over the place. And you're called not to take it you're called not to take it personal. You might feel as if things weren't balanced, but at the end of the day, you're going to see where things are is working out and was working out for your good here. Going back to the example of a relationship, a person leave your life, it is for your highest and greatest good here. Because I'm feeling like Source is saying it's a weeding out of. Yeah, is a weeding out of, so as for you to come back into alignment. The Judgment call being here, you might feel like things didn't work out for you. You feel like you were left in the dark. You feel like you were weighed down and burdened with a certain situation that might be speaking about a relationship here. Yeah, or a thought process that you held on to here. You're called to release. It's an energy of releasing here for you. With the Six of Rods, you're going to be placed back where you belong. Placed back where you belong as it relates to your finances, as it relates to your intimate relationship, as it relates to work or a job or a business. If you find like things are being shaky and things are very emotional, we're now in the energy of the new moon in Scorpio, I think it is. Things are very sharp at this time and very stingy and very you feel like your emotions are all over the place. Things are moving back into alignment and balance and stability for you here. Lovers in the reverse, 3 cards please. Lovers in the reverse, the Queen of Wands. Sorry. Yep. The Queen of Wands speaks about prosperity, expansion, growth, abundance. With this lover be leaving, with this relationship is shedding away from this sort of a dynamics, it's going to leave for growth. Regardless of the fact my energy don't want for you to expand. You have that here in the reverse. Energy don't want for you to be in a to come into some sort of a increase or newness or growth or rebirth here. You have the 8 of Rods in reverse. But you're leaving. You're coming out of this dynamics. You're leaving this cycle behind, because this is definitely a cycle that you might have been taken personal, and you're called to not to take it personal. It says it's not personal here. Yeah, initially, if a person leave your life, yes, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it was personal. You're humans, spiritual being having a human experience here, so you're gonna be feeling it. But at the end of the day, moving down, you're going to realize that everything was actually working out for your divine good here. That is what I'm getting. You see what I'm saying here, Cancer? So regardless of the fact that it's uncomfortable for you, November is going to be a period there where you're going to be reaping some rewards because of all the experiences that was disfavorable that you have gone through. You're going to be reaping some rewards that you are very much worthy of at this time. That is what I'm getting here. Yeah. So whatever it is that was uncertain, balance is coming in, clarity is coming in, your ships are coming in, harvest is here. Too many cards. May I have one card at a time, please? And I'm going to be taking these in the upright. So if they come, I'm just going to flip them in the right upright position here. It's not personal. Spirit is saying, Cancer, it's not personal. Yeah, it feel like that, but moving forward, you're gonna come into the realization that it was working all for you. It says chaos and conflict. Number 30, no, number 33. Yeah, you're moving out of chaos and conflict, and chaos and conflict might be with a person or persons, or chaos and conflict within self, and it's not for you to really punish yourself in a way where in which you know, take it easy. It's an energy of taking it easy and moving out of an energy of conflict and chaos into an energy of harvest and abundance. Why is this chaos here and conflict? What is this speaking of for Cancer? Why is this chaos and conflict here? Why is this chaos and conflict here? Yeah, you're moving out of it. The Knight of Swords. You're swiftly removing yourself from this energy here. You see what I'm saying? You're moving into out of this energy into whatever it is that is truthful to you, and you're called to put up some guards here, to stand firm, to put up your boundary, because you had laid your guards down. You see what I'm saying here? So it's an energy of moving back into alignment that is going to afford for you to move more effortlessly, to be more light, to be more easier on yourself. That is going to open doors and opportunity. That is going to allow some harvest to come to you at this time. Things that might have been stagnated is going to be freed up for you. That is what. Whoever or whatever the situation as it relates to conflict and chaos, it is not personal, yet it is hard. And no, it's more easier to say than if you're in the position, you are the one feeling it. But in any event, everything, whether it's positive or negative, whether it's chaos or conflict, it's working out for you again. You're good. Continue to move forward. November is a time for you to ease into what is it that is coming to you at this time here. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer. Please do enjoy the rest of your month.